Good Wednesday evening, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. It is 6:30 in the evening on the nose. Once again, we begin at the end with the extended because I want to point out we've updated this to a weather impact alert day on Saturday. We're still 3 days out. It's hard to tell if we're going to get 1 or 2 rounds of rain, but I think the morning round is almost guaranteed. So 100% rain chance. We may get an afternoon round of rain as well. I'm going to show you a couple of models on that here in just a moment. But that looks like a wet day. Could see several inches of rain. If you got stuff to do on Saturday, expect the roads to be a mess with street ponding and extra accidents and slowdowns, and your outdoor activities may have to be canceled on Saturday because of the rain chance. Leading up to it, we got a 30% rain chance Friday afternoon, then the wet day Saturday, and then things get better on Sunday. We will take a closer look at all of this here as we move along. Weather impact alert for widespread rain and thunderstorms. That's basically it. I'm not expecting a big severe threat. The flood threat is very low as far as any bayou flooding or any significant structure flooding. The threat just isn't there because we've been so dry, which is great. The thing is, this is going to impact everybody who's got stuff to do on Saturday, and the road and the travel and reduced visibility as you're out there on the roads is going to be a mess. Could see some airport slowdowns as well. So if you got travel in and out of town at the airports, make sure you're padding yourself with extra time and expect delays. Gusty wind, street flooding, I think, are the biggest threats Friday night into Saturday as the rain in the front moves in. Now, the storm system itself is here. You're looking at water vapor imagery, and you can see water vapor picks up this upper level flow. See the curlicue right there? That's the upper level storm system that will move across the Rocky Mountain states and into Texas as we head into Friday evening and Saturday and bringing the rain with it. There's a depiction of the low. Front will kick off 1 or 2 rounds of rain and thunder showers. I think, again, the first half of your Saturday looks like a washout early morning through mid-morning, and then we may see another round of rain in the afternoon as well as that comes on through. That's the high-res modeling going into 7 a.m. So let's look at some lower res modeling as we look at the European model. This is a European model. So Friday evening, maybe an isolated shower here and there, but you can see the brighter colors to the north and west of Houston by Friday evening, Friday night. So let's walk through this. Here's Saturday at 4 a.m. So the European, this is the one that gives us 2 rounds. And actually, there are a couple of models that are trying to bring us 2 rounds of rain. I think the first round in the early morning hours Saturday may be the strongest. Rain and thunder. It's tapping all the energy that will just be fresh and available as we head into Saturday morning. So that's 4 a.m. Saturday morning, everything wet and soaked. And that races off to the east. And so by noon, maybe a little break here in Houston proper, but you can see another round late morning. Bryan to Huntsville, Navasota, to Livingston, Madisonville, and that moves through the area going into the afternoon. So that would be round 2. And if we get these 2 rounds, we're certainly likely to see rain total Saturday, 2, 3, 4 inches in many spots. Boy, do we need it, and we would take it. I know folks out in Colorado County, Austin County, Wharton County would really take the rain. It's been very dry there. Been dry everywhere, though. So that's what we're looking at. Now, we're still 3 days out, so it's impossible to pinpoint exactly how this is going to play out on Saturday. But that's the 2 different scenarios. The first round of storms, the first modeling showing you the 1 round of storms in the morning, and then the European giving us 2 rounds during the day on Saturday. Rain totals, we're broad brushing it still, as we're still several days out. But you can see from Brenham to Austin County, Colorado County, Wharton County, down to the coast of Matagorda County, and then in across all of Houston and southeast Texas, all in the yellow and light orange. So that's 3 to 6 inches of rain in many spots across here. Not everybody will get that much, but a lot of folks will, and it is going to help the dry and drought conditions. It's not going to bust the drought out west, but it will certainly help. This is part of a big pattern change that by the middle of next week will bring in much cooler air. This is going to make for a chilly, beautiful Halloween night, I think. In fact, this is the forecast for Halloween. This is as good as it gets for a Halloween forecast in Houston. 72 would be the high temp in the afternoon on Friday. Halloween's on a Friday next week. And then we'd quickly fall into the 60s, 50s, and then 40s for lows overnight going into Saturday morning, with a northwest wind at 5 to 10. That is just as good a Halloween forecast as it ever gets in Houston. So often it's either sweaty hot or bitter cold. We're right in the middle. We'll take it. Gorgeous evening out here. 85 is the high temp today. 91 is the record high set back on this day in 2004. Record low is 41 set on this day back in 1898. Got a couple of new players that showed up in the tree pollen count, the elm and the cedar. I felt the cedar. I'm feeling the cedar right now. Ragweed at 232 is down a little bit, but still high. Mold is high. Grass pollen count is low as we are still in the heart of fall allergy season. The cedar pollen will begin to build from here into the winter months when cedar can peak late winter, early spring. Is that a jet, a helicopter, or a bird? I'm not sure. There it goes. Beautiful evening. 79 at Hobby, 81 at Bush, Sugarland at 80, Pearland 78, Galveston 76, east breeze coming in, a little northeasterly flow out there, keeping things very comfortable in the wake of the front that came through yesterday. Galveston showing off. Got some little wave action out there, but nothing too big and bad. Great to put on a sweater and enjoy the evening. There's the sun going down from the Zaza, looking south. No, this is from the Zaza. We're looking to the west. Yeah, look. Oh, and notice this. Look at the contrails. So those are condensation trails. Most of that's contrails from high-flying jets. See how they're beginning to hang? They're staying visible. What that tells us is the upper atmosphere is getting colder, and it's beginning to moisten up, way up at 40,000 feet. That almost always means rain chances are going to increase within the next 48 hours. And that's exactly what we're expecting as the storm system approaches from the west. Those are dew points that are very comfortable right now in the 50s. That'll give us lows in the low 60s tomorrow morning. Gulf Crest 65, Galena Park 63, Acres-Home 63. Thursday morning, tomorrow morning is going to be comfortably cool. Meyerland 66, Aldine 62, North Shore 63, Olcott 66 in the morning. And then here are the next 3 days, quick glance. 87 Thursday, Friday, we raise rain chances to 30% on Friday, and then that upper level storm system rolls the front end here on Saturday, the weather impact alert day with a 100% chance for rain and thunder showers, either just in the morning or morning and afternoon. Could be 1 or 2 rounds of rain Saturday. We're not sure, but at some point during the day Saturday, you're going to get wet. Now let's go to the tropics. Gulf's quiet as a mouse. That's the only game in town. It's Melissa, tropical storm. Melissa's got some wind shear, which at the moment is separating the center of circulation from all the deep convection. That's why the storm is a weak tropical storm right now with winds only 50 miles an hour. We expect that convection will catch up and get over the center of the circulation. Once that happens, the storm is going to intensify rapidly. And as we look at the computer modeling on this, first of all, the intensity forecast takes it to a Cat 4 by the time we get to Monday. So hold on a second. Isn't today only Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the storm moves from here to here, only a few hundred miles. This is a Harvey-type situation for Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, and maybe East Cuba, as they will be sitting on the very wet side of a powerful hurricane. So rain totals here will be life-threatening for sure over the weekend and into early next week. Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. Haiti and the Dominican Republic, this is a mountainous island here. So anything that you get onshore flow and it will rise up the mountain slopes, and they could easily see 20, 30 inches of rain here. And so there will be a threat for life-threatening mudslides and rain totals across the northern Caribbean islands. This is a quick look at the modeling, and you can see how this thing just doesn't move as it intensifies as we head through the weekend. And this is where the European model has the storm centered by Tuesday of next week. So it could spend a week down here dumping rain and creating all kinds of problems with erosion. Jamaica, all the south-facing beaches are just going to get pounded if that forecast verifies. Rain into Santo Domingo. Wait and see how it plays out for Nicaragua and Honduras. A lot of wave action for Belize, a lot of wave action for Cancun and the east side of Cozumel. Rain potential, again, this is just a potential. Very difficult to forecast exact rain totals with this type of situation. I think 20 inches of rain is likely for Jamaica if this does verify and the storm system stays down here. You get 20 inches of rain on the south-facing mountains of the island of Hispaniola here, and you're going to have significant mudslides, and it could get very bad with flooding and mudslides for Haiti and the Dominican Republic. And eastern Cuba, I see you there. Santiago de Cuba, 6 inches of rain at least. Here are the numbers for Thursday in Houston. Nice, comfortably cool morning tomorrow, 62. We'll warm up to 87 tomorrow on a beautiful Thursday. Friday, rain chances increase to 30% in the afternoon. Front rolls in Saturday morning with that 100% chance for rain and thunder showers and the weather impact alert in place. Sunday, we improve things rapidly. 80 in the afternoon. I think the afternoon on Sunday is gorgeous. Warming a little bit Monday, Tuesday 83. We're going to get this midweek front, the stronger front, come in sometime during the day on Wednesday. When that happens, you'll know it. This front is going to produce a very gusty north wind as we head into Wednesday night and Thursday, the day before Halloween. It's going to be our first actual cold front with a north wind and a temperature drop, especially as we head into Wednesday night and Thursday. That is where we stand, gang. Have a beautiful evening.